type feel after a 3-day weekend. Amy?
Oh, it's so beautiful. Josh and I both just saying, oh, that's where we want to be today. In your consumer corner, you know you always hear about buying in bulk, right, and saving big, but that may not actually be the best way to save. Our savings angel, Josh Elledge, says stocking up on BOGOs also helps to protect your pocketbook. So what should you be splurging on and what should you leave on the shelf? Josh is going to break it all down for us today. Always great to see you, my friend. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this because I think this is something that a lot of people just assume, okay, I'm just going to go to the bulk food store. I'll save a lot of money there. It doesn't always work that way, right?
No, absolutely not. So it's really important, especially for those items that you buy on a regular basis, that you really understand your unit pricing and that, you know, if it's a product that you care about, get to know what those prices are. Now, one thing that I would love to recommend that everybody do is actually just jot down a price book. It doesn't have to be that complicated, but at least the things that you really buy on a regular basis, be it oatmeal or meats or cheeses, you know, write down what you pay per ounce. Because I'll tell you, when you go to a store like the Warehouse Club, Warehouse Clubs, Amy, we've done the research, we've run the numbers, are typically not a very good deal for a lot of items. But because they specialize in large, unusual sizes, I mean, how easy is it for you to go through a checkout and spend, you know, more than $100?
Oh, sure.
It's like impossible not to.
Right.
Yeah. So again, what I want you to focus on, stocking up is really important. Matter of fact, it's the second most important principle that I teach beyond, you know, stop buying things at full price. Right. So when you get a great deal, you want to stock up. Now, I'd love to share some examples of some things that people are probably forgetting. Now, things like fruits and vegetables, you should be buying lots of. And I never want you to let products go bad, because every fruit and vegetable can go in the freezer, except for one that I know of, and that's lettuce. Lettuce is the only thing you really can't do anything with thawed. Now, look, you can even freeze spinach, and you can use it in green smoothies.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, which I'm a big fan of. But bananas, all this stuff. Look, rule of thumb, if it's in the produce or in the frozen food section at your grocery store, you can freeze it.
Okay, good.
Cheese is another one. Does perfectly fine. Right now this week, there's a buy one, get one, and you might be able to find some coupons for Sargento cheese. That's a great deal. Now, these individual packets will bring it down to the price that you can buy the big store brand bag anytime. But, you know, again, these are smaller packages. I think they're a little handier so you can thaw them without having to break open the pack. Spices are another thing that typically last a lot longer than most people think. And so you generally, if it's a spice that you're going to use regularly, like oregano or for something like that, then go ahead and buy the bigger size, because, again, per unit pricing on spices typically goes way down when you get more of, and you can always find BOGOs. Now, pasta is a deal I bring in commonly every Tuesday morning, because you can get pasta BOGO, and you can get as little as like 7 cents a box. Sometimes you get free pasta.
They always have BOGOs on pasta,
Absolutely.
it seems like, right?
Never pay full price for pasta, and always grab that coupon, because there's always coupons for pasta as well, and you can get it real cheap. Canned goods are, again, the shelf life for canned goods, and I have to point this out. Anytime you see a best if used by date, just know that has nothing to do with food safety. It's just really a date that the retailer can know when they need to make sure things are rotating out. So again, USDA says best if used by dates have no bearing whatsoever on food safety. So if you have something in your shelf that's beyond that date, it's typically fine. You know, you just need to do
the smell test, right?
The smell test. Absolutely. It's a great website, stilltasty.com. I really recommend it.
Oh, good.
Which is a great website, because again, we as Americans unfortunately throw away so much food that doesn't need to be thrown away. Oats are another one. Again, typically you can get a great deal BOGO, but this is one item I would maybe have you take a look at, you know, kind of a bulk type thing. Just make sure, what I'd recommend is you package it really, really well, because bugs love...
Oh, yeah, they do. Like a vacuum packing system would be good for that.
And on that note, for frozen foods, make sure that you are really good at using freezer bags. This, you should... I had these in frozen bags at home. You should not just throw these in like this, otherwise they're going to get all freazer burned and dried out much faster.
And they taste terrible.
If you just put it in a freezer bag really fast, you're going to, you know, it's going to add months to how long you can...
How long can meat stay in the freezer?
So there's a schedule. Some meats only are good, you know, you want to use them within 2 months, and they really start to degrade in quality. Some meats can last 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, or longer. Totally fine. But again, food safety, generally not an issue. It's just food quality. It's gonna dehydrate in your dry freezer. So that's why it's important to
So it's great if you like beef jerky, right?
Yeah, that's...
Perfect.
So yeah, and the important thing again is make sure when you find a great deal, you should buy lots of it and have the cashier say something like, "Wow, you really love pasta," or like, "Ephraim, you like the black beans, cans of black beans." We were talking about that earlier.
I love it, Josh. How can our viewers find you so they can get more info about this?
And get free coupons for all this stuff at our website. It's absolutely free, savingsangel.com.
Great to see you, my friend. Great advice for everybody at home, too. I love that. 9:47 right now. Let's send it back to Studio A. Oh, Ephraim, you dropped the... Look at you. Be careful over there.
Ephraim dropped the beans.
He dropped them. I didn't know what they were. But...
No bueno. Want to take you outside. This is a live look right now from our Daytona Beach Shores camera.